Hey, how's it going? It's Russell James. A little bit of a change to our normal schedule programming here. I've got a mini-series for you, a three video mini-series where I'm going to take you through what could be a full raw day to eating. So we've got breakfast, lunch and dinner. And in this first video, we're going to be looking at breakfast, which is an Ambrosia breakfast bowl. Okay, so first up, we're going to need some seasonal fruit. So a good selection of fresh seasonal fruit. We're going with some summer vibes. So we're going to start with a nectarine or a peach. Next, we're going to use a persimmon or Sharon fruit. These are actually a new love of mine. When you get a really nice ripe persimmon, there's a couple of different varieties. The really nice soft ones are fantastic. Okay, next up is some pineapple. So we're cutting all of these fruits into similar sized chunks. Then we're going to do the same with some mango. Again, some nice, beautiful, ripe mango. Now, a couple of different fruits we're going to throw in there that don't need chopping up. Cherries, and we're going to leave the stalks on those just for presentation purposes. And then we're also going to use some lychees as well, and you'll see how we're going to present those. Next, we're going to need some frozen bananas. So these bananas have been frozen without the skins on. So peel them, freeze them, or chop them, then freeze them. And then we can throw those into the Vitamix. This is going to be kind of like an ice cream, nice cream situation. Then we're going to add into the Vitamix on top of that some coconut yogurt. And you can buy this in the store now, very readily available. Or you can make your own. I'll put a link wherever you're seeing this video on the actual recipe, and I'll link to that coconut yogurt to show you how you can make your own as well. You can do that from young coconuts. Okay, then we're going to take the scrapings from a vanilla pod into the Vitamix and then lid on, and we're going to blend that using the tamper to get it all to blend nice and evenly, and it will form quite a nice kind of ice cream pudding thick mixture. Once that's blended together and is nice and thick, we're going to add in some desiccated coconut, give it another whiz. You could actually stir this in as well if your banana yogurt mixture is too thick at this point, you could just stir it in. But if it's possible to do it in the Vitamix, quick whiz. We're not going to break the desiccated coconut down completely. We just want to incorporate it, and then we are ready to serve. So take a bowl, banana coconut yogurt mixture into the bowl, and then we're ready to dress this and make it look really good. So fruit around the edge looks really nice if you group the fruit around the edge, and then you can see how we've added the lychees and the cherries as well. We're going to put a few mint leaves on top to make it look wonderful, and those mint leaves actually, when you eat this, incorporate that into the dessert as well, because it's a really nice taste. So you can see by the way that we've actually presented this, there's a little bit to do with, it's not just a case of spooning it in the morning. You're going to need to kind of eat the cherries in a certain way, incorporate the mint. It just makes it much more, as well as visually interesting, it makes it more interesting to eat, and it makes you, I don't know, it makes me kind of savor the experience a little bit more, if you know what I mean. And then to top it off, a really nice high nutrition food is bee pollen. You can actually get some really nice fresh bee pollen now, certainly in the UK. I forget the brand name, but it's really nice and soft, and you can find it in the frozen section. If you can't get that one, just a regular bee pollen is also really, really nice, sprinkled over the top. Super high nutrition, yeah, just a wonderful thing to sprinkle over the top, and I really like the taste, especially with the banana and the coconut. So there you go, that's meal one for our 1 day of raw food eating. I will say, on this 1 day of raw food eating, it's a great way to cleanse. It's a great way to experience raw food and to give your digestive system a hit of super nutrition from the fruits and vegetables that you're going to be eating. It's going to be a lot easier on your digestive system in a lot of ways, depending on what you're eating on a regular day. So everyone's experience is going to be a little bit different. But if you are hungry on this day, just eat more, right? Eat more in volume, because the 3 meals that I'm going to show you are super high in nutrition. And you don't need to be worrying too much about eating too much food. Just let your body tell you how much food it wants, and eat as much of this, obviously within reason, but your body's going to let you know how much it wants, and it's going to be really difficult to overeat, I think, on these 3 meals, because they're just so high in nutrition. You're going to feel so satisfied, and like I say, if you present the breakfast in the way that I've mentioned, and you savour it and you don't eat too fast, I think you're really going to enjoy this full day of raw food eating. So that's the end of this video. The next video in the series is going to be lunch.